Hey everyone, it's Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life, and I'm here with a process video for the blog hop for Spiegelmom Scraps for the month of September. I was really excited that we got to do one. We have not done blog hops in quite a while. It's something we're kind of getting out of, and we are actually talking about maybe starting a Instagram hop. So let us know what you think about that. Leave a comment below and let me know if that's something you think is cool. I can relay that to the team and we can decide if it's something we're going to go forward with. But for this month, we are just highlighting the awesome new sequins that have come out into the Spiegelmom Scrap Shop. Now, one of our fellow sparklers, Lisa, she is amazing, and she actually created these mixes, or helped Jody create them. And they are beautiful. They are so pretty. And I was so excited to work with these. So I took this photo of my daughter, and she is with her little unicorn there that you can see. And this unicorn is her favorite little stuffy. And she just loves it. I show it to her and she gets this really big smile on her face. And I really kind of wanted to document just this little story, because as she gets older, she might have a different relationship with it. My son has a fox that I'm sure you've seen me scrap before, and he absolutely adores that fox. It was his comforter while he was, young and a toddler. And so I thought it'd be fun to kind of compare the differences and stuff like that. So I fought this layout though, guys. I am starting this layout with this really pretty piece of pattern paper from I think it's Pink Fresh Studios. And I really wanted to use it. It was really, really pretty. If you saw my other layout I've already used it. If you saw my other layout about my daughter, and we did it for the Inspired By episode that was just last Friday, so literally go back 1 week from today. I tried to use that paper too, and I cannot make this silly piece of paper work for anything. It's just not working. It doesn't like me. It doesn't want to work. I can't make it work. So I decided I would, instead of worrying about the paper, work on the layering for the rest of it. So I've gone ahead and picked a 6x6 pad from Paige Evans. And I really liked the way that it layered and the colors were right, especially for the sequence pack I'm going to use. So I just kind of played around. I made a tag. These tags were in the Spiegelmom Scrap Shop. I'm not sure if she still has them. We are kind of switching gears a little bit in the shop, so you might have noticed that with things like there's no longer any felt stuff, and there's no longer like cork things. So we're just kind of switching directions a little bit, but that's just so we can bring you some really neat other type of things and really specialize into the sequins. And I just am playing with that. So the tags were one of those things that were there. You may be able to get your hands on them if she still has them, but if they're not, I don't think she's getting them back, so just be aware. And as you can see here, I am adding this really fun little banner. Again, I am only working with a 6x6 pad, so I had to kind of make everything work. I'm still not exactly sure where I'm going with this layout. I just know that I liked the idea of the circular, this is a wood grain piece. It's like if you chopped a big log down, this is the rings you would see. And I really like the idea of being able to work with that, especially with my sequins. And that piece is from a Webster's Pages. And I'm just playing. I'm trying to grab papers that I know are going to work within the sequence mix I'm going to use. And I just trying to make things work. And I fought this layout. Like I said, I really did struggle. I wasn't exactly sure where I wanted things to go. I didn't really know how to embellish it. There are lots of little pieces that just were really rough. So the one thing I knew is that I liked the idea of the layers. So I'm showing you how I'm just going to glue one piece on top of the other. And I'm using glue because I'm going to go back over it with my sewing machine so I can stitch on it and make some really neat little thread marks and stitch it to the side of my layout. So what ends up happening is I move everything over, and everything's going to be centralized in the left side, just because the idea as I'm doing this, I just kept looking at it saying those rings are so pretty and it'd be really fun to work with those. So everything's centralized. I really like that. And then I decided to take my little poker thing that I own, and I'm going to poke holes in every other circle for like 4 of them, and do some hand stitching. And yep, it took me quite a while. Not gonna lie, it was a work of love. But I really love the outcome, and I picked really soft colors so that it's just an accent, and I really love the outcome of this. So I'm just going to do a little bit of hand stitching between all of that. Like I said, if this is something you're interested in, just be aware. Maybe like plan a layout, something you know you want to do. Poke all your holes in it, leave it, put it aside, and then maybe when you're watching TV at night, just sit and hand stitch. That's what I do. I'll watch a show with Sean, and I'm just stitching away. So I'm doing something even though I'm watching my show, but I'm still finishing up my layout. It's a better use of time for myself. So that's just an idea. So you can see that's all done there. I'm going to put my layers back on. And then what ends up happening is I decide I'm going to use my sequence now, and I decided to use the Painted Garden sequence because they are so pretty, and they have the perfect colors in them. So this sequence pack has this beautiful pink that is like a very almost reddish pink. It's just so pretty. A really light purple, a darker purple, kind of a tealy blue. It's more of a blue than the green side. And then it has some very faint green, clearish type sequence. And I love them. They're so pretty. And I am just going to sprinkle them around like you see. And that is going to what fills in between the stitching on this layout. You can see I've added my title already, and it's just titled Norah and Her Unicorn. Pretty simple. I add my journaling onto the tag, and what I think you might see on this, I can't remember if I actually have it on there or not, but I went to add the unicorn from Maggie Holmes' new carousel collection, and I used a photo that's matted. So the second that unicorn went on that, it was stuck there, so I used that. I used a feather, and all you can see is I added a little bit more stitching, and I was thinking about adding a little bit more sequence, but those end up going back. I didn't like the colors, they didn't really work, but you will see a close-up in the end. I do add a little doily, and that's gonna do it. So be sure to head on over to my blog and check out the blog hop, christysbeautifullife.wordpress.com, and I'll see everyone later. Bye.